Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, today we will discuss the literature portion. The name of the book is Honeysuckle and the name of the topic is a different kind of school. In this chapter we will read a special kind of school, that is the school of Miss Beam. Okay students, here the writer E.V. Lucas. He visited there in that school and narrated it in this article. Yes friends, just see, there are so many paragraphs given. There are 17 paragraphs given in this chapter. We will discuss it in detail. Just see students, it is given at the page number 56 of your Honeysuckle book. Okay students, this is your book and we start the first paragraph. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam. Yes students, here I. The word I refers to Mr. E.V. Lucas. Here I is written in subjective mode. Who is I? I is writer. Okay? The writer is narrating the story. Just see here, he was saying that I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school. The writer, Mr. Lucas, was saying that he has heard a great deal, so many things about the Miss Beam's school. Miss Beam is a lady who is about middle age, about 40 to 50, between 40 to 50 years old. Okay, just see. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. In the last week, he did not get chance to visit there, but he again get the chance to visit in the Miss Beam's school. That is a special kind of school. Okay? So just see, here the writer, Mr. Lucas, was narrating what had happened in that. You can say student, that is diary writing. Here the writer is written the things in subjective mode. Okay? Just see. When I arrived there, again the word I is used here. When Mr. Lucas reached there. Okay? Where? In the school of Miss Beams. Just see students. When I arrived there, was no one in the sight. No one in the sight means? In the sight means what? To be seen. No one to be seen there. No one to be seen. When I arrived there, no one in sight. No one in sight. In sight means no one seen. To be seen. But a girl is about 12. About 12 is he saw a girl who is about 12 years old. Okay? He did not see other people's or other children in the school. He saw only a 12 years old girl. Her eyes were covered with the bandage. And he also saw that the eyes of that girl was covered with the bandage. And she was being laid carefully between the flowers made by a little boy, and she was also being laid by a little boy between the flowers, between the row of flowers. Okay, you see, she was being laid carefully between the flowers made by a little boy, and there was also with that girl there was a little boy who was leading that girl, who is about 12 years old. Okay? And you see, who was about 4 years younger and the boy was 4 years younger. It means if the girl is about 12 years old, it means the boy is about 8 years old. Okay? And the little boy was leading the girl who is about 12 years old. Okay? Who was about 4 years younger. She stopped. She stopped. Means the girl who is about 12 years old, she stopped. And it looked like she asked him who had come. it looked that the girl was asking to the younger boy, who is about 8 years old. She asked, what she asked? Looked like she asked him who had come. The writer was narrating that the girl asked the boy, what? Who had come? Who had come here? He seemed to be describing me to her. And the little boy was describing about the Mr. Lucas to that girl, who is covering the eyes with the bandage. Okay? He seemed to be describing to me. Then they passed on. And after few minutes or seconds, both the boy and the girls passed on, means move forward. They leave that place. Okay, they went on. Okay, students, so in the first paragraph, the writer was saying that he has heard the name, he had heard about the schools of Miss Beams, and she wanted to go there, she wanted to visit there, and she also got chance to visit there. And in the second paragraph, it is written that when she arrived, when Mr. Lucas arrived there, he found that there was a little girl who is about 12 years old, and she also bandaged her eyes with she also covered her eyes with a bandage, and there was a little boy who was leading that girl. Okay, and he also saw, the writer also saw that the girl who is about 12 years old, who asked that who had come, and the little boy was narrating that, describing that there is a man who is standing there, and after sometimes both the boy and the little girl, younger girl, the girl and the boy, who is 4 years younger than girl, okay, they went on. It means they passed on. It means they moved forward. Okay, students, come to the next paragraph, paragraph number 3. Okay, students, if you have any kind of doubts in these two paragraphs, you can ask on WhatsApp. Okay, now come to the next paragraph, paragraph number 3. Just see, students, Miss Beam was all that I had expected. Now, the writer, Mr. Lucas, is going to meet Miss Beam, and he was narrating that. What he was narrating? Miss Beam was all that I had expected. Whatever Mr. Lucas had expected. Same things he got in her. You see, Miss Beam was all that I had expected. She was middle-aged, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. He was saying, he was narrating that what is the quality of Miss Beam. Just see here, middle-aged. She was about middle-aged. It means she was between the 40 and 50 years old. Full of authority. She has also full of authority. She was also full of authority. And yet kindly and understanding. And she was also very kind nature. She had a very kind nature, as well as she had a better understanding. Okay? Who is describing all these things? The writer, Mr. Lucas, was describing. Her hair was beginning to turn grey. Now, he was also describing that the hair of Miss Beams were turning to grey. And she had kind of plump figure. Plump figure means that is fatty figure. Okay? That is pleasing fat. Okay? Pleasant fat. Plump figure that is likely to be comforting the homesick child. And it seems that, according to her personality, it seems that she was very caring to the boys or girls or kids. I asked her some question about her teaching methods. And the writer was saying that he had asked some question related to teaching methods used by the Miss Beans, which I had heard were simple. That the writer had already heard, that was very simple. But he asked the method of teaching methods to Miss Beans. How does she teach? Okay? Come to the next paragraph, paragraph number 4. No more than it was needed to help them to learn how to do things, simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying and writing. And Miss Beams replied. When Mr. Lucas asked for the teaching methods, she replied in the paragraph number 4. What she replied? No more than needed to help them to learn how to do the things. She said that no more. Only the important things, what? To help them to learn how to do things. How to do things. What are they? Simple spelling. She teaches the children simple spellings, adding, subtracting, multiplying and writing. Only these things, simple things she used to teach. Okay, just see. Simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying and writing. She used to teach the children only these things. The rest is done by the reading and one more thing, that is reading to them by interesting talk. She was teaching them how to read and how does she teach? How does she teach? While talking. Okay? Rest is done by reading to them by interesting talk. By interesting talk, she teaches them, during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet, or during which they had to sit still at the time of relaxation and keep their hands quiet. Keep their hands quiet means at that time when the students were not doing anything, at that time she was teaching how to read. Okay, by interesting talk. With various methods she used to do to teach the students. There are practically no other lessons. And she also said that there are practically no other lessons. Means everything she used to teach practically. There were no other lessons. There are no prescribed syllabus. Okay, students, come to the next paragraph, paragraph number 5. Yes, students, if you have any kind of problem in the paragraph number 3rd and 4, you can ask on WhatsApp. Now come to the next paragraph, paragraph number 5. The real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizens. Yes, see, students, paragraph number 5, which is given at the page number 57. You see, the real aim of this school is not so much to teach. And she said, Miss Beam described and told to Mr. Lucas that the real aim of this school is not so much to teach thoughts. There are no aim to teach so many things. Thought as to teach thoughtfulness. She used to teach thoughtfulness. What kind of thoughts? Kindness to others. She used to teach kindness to others. How to improve kindness to others. And being responsible citizen. And how to become a responsible citizen. She used to teach in her school. Okay? Look out of the window a minute, will you? And she also said, Miss Beam said to Lucas that, would you like to look, have a glimpse from the window? Will you? She offered, Miss Beam offered him to look from the window. Okay, look out of the window a minute. Will you? Okay, students. So Miss Beam said to Mr. Lucas to look, to have a watch out of the window. And what was there? Let's see, come to the next paragraph. Paragraph number 6. I went to the window which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. And here again the writer is saying, what he saw? I went to the window. The writer was saying that he went to the window and overlooked a large garden. And he looked. He saw a large garden over there and playground at the back. And he also saw that there was a playground at the back of the garden. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. And Miss Beam also asked him, what did he see? What did he see? Wow, what do you see? Come to the next paragraph, students, page number 58, paragraph number 7. Turn the page. I see some beautiful grounds, I said. Mr. Lucas said that he saw some beautiful grounds, a very beautiful ground, and a lot of jolly children. Jolly means happy children. Jolly means happy children. He said that he saw a beautiful grounds, and he also saw some jolly children. Jolly children means happy children. It pains me, though, to see that they are not so healthy and active looking. And he saw and said, what say? Pains me. He saw, after seeing the children, he said that whatever he was seeing, that pains him, though, to see that they are not so healthy, because he saw that the children who were present over there in the ground, they were not so healthy and active looking. They were also not looking so active in the playground. When I come in, I saw one poor little girl was being laid about. And just here, Mr. Lucas was saying, what he was saying? When I come in, when he came inside the campus of that school, I saw one poor girl being laid about. He was saying that he saw a poor girl who is being laid about. She has some trouble with her eyes. And he informed to the Miss Beam. He informed? He said that some trouble with her eyes. He said that there was some trouble with her eyes. The girl to whom he saw in the beginning of the chapter, in the beginning of the story, he has some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulties. Yeah? At the window, he also saw. From the window, he saw that there are two more children who was also suffering from blindness. You see here? I can see two more with the same difficulties. He was saying that he can see two more children who was also suffering from same difficulties, that is blindness. And there is girl who is crutch means Baisakhi, and with a crutch watching others at play. And he also said that he was also watching a girl who had a crutch. who was watching others at play. She seems to be hopeless cripple. Cripple means unable to walk. Cripple means unable to walk. Okay, students, just see. He seems to be a hopeless cripple. Cripple means unable to walk. Cripple. Just see, students, cripple. CRIPPLE. Cripple means unable to walk. Just see, cripple means unable to walk. Just see, he seems to be hopeless cripple. He said, Mr. Lucas said that she seems to be hopeless cripple, means unable to walk. He said, he described the sceneries, whatever he was seeing from the windows. He said that there are two more children who is also suffering from blindness, and there is a girl who is standing with a crutch. She was hopeless cripple. And at that, Miss Beam laughed. When he described all the things, Miss Beam laughed. Why? Because it was not a reality. You see, Miss Beam laughed. Come to the paragraph number 8, students. Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said. She said, oh no, she is not really lame. Miss Beam said that the girl to whom you are saying a lame girl, a lame or cripple who is not able to walk properly, that was not reality. And you see, she is not really lame. This is only her lame day. She said, Miss Beam said that it is only her lame day. There are particular day for all the children. Everyone had to perform that action. You see, this is only her lame day. The others are not blind either. And the others to whom you are saying that they are blind, although in reality they were not blind. It was, you see, it is only their blind day. It is only their blind day. Okay, the girl to whom we are saying that she is crippled, she is not crippled in reality. It was only her crippled day. It was only her lame day. Okay, and the girls to whom you saw that is both are blind, but in reality both are not blind. It was only her blind day. Okay. I must have looked very surprised. And the writer was saying that he was very surprised after knowing all these things. He was very surprised. For she laughed again. When Mr. Lucas was surprised at that moment, after seeing the face of Mr. Lucas that was full of surprise, Miss Beam again laughed. Okay, students? So, students, in the put marks. Today we have read up to paragraph number 8. In the next class, we will discuss the paragraph number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17 also. Okay, there are 17 paragraphs in which I have taught you up to paragraph number 8. Dear students, if you have any kind of doubts, you can ask on WhatsApp. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.